Good day, everyone, and thank you for joining this presentation on the fundamentals of money. My name is Russell Guard, and I'm so happy to be presenting this fundamental concept to you. Money is something that we use every single day, whether we are buying products from a business or receiving our fortnightly salary from our employer. But despite the fact we use money every single day, rarely do we ever stop and think about what exactly money is. In this presentation, I will provide you a thorough overview of what is money, why money is used, and what are the biggest risks of using money. Let's begin with the big question. What exactly is money? Money can be anything that is widely accepted as payment for goods and services. In the past, people have used a concept known as barter, which is the direct exchange of goods or services between different parties without using any medium of exchange like money. However, although bartering does work to some extent, bartering is very slow and very inconvenient. For this reason, modern national economies designate a specific currency as its recognized legal tender to facilitate the buying and selling of products and services. Money is always widely accepted, and it allows everyone to be able to purchase goods and services using a standardized national currency. A country's national currency is its modern money, and this money must satisfy three essential conditions which we are going to explore right now. The first condition of money is that it must be a medium of exchange. This means money must allow us to buy and sell without having to use barter. Instead of trading hours of your labor directly for groceries or fuel from your employer, you earn money through a salary and use your salary money to pay for whatever you need or want. In Australia, this happens every single time you tap your debit card or credit card. Paying for things using money lets you make quick purchases, whether you're at the supermarket, paying rent to your landlord or property manager, or even buying something online. Money provides a universally accepted medium of exchange, allowing the entire modern economy to run smoothly and efficiently. The second necessary condition of money is that it must be a store of value. This means that the money lets you earn it today and save it for use in the future. Whether you're putting aside funds for a home deposit, saving to fund your children's education, or building up a retirement fund, money must be able to hold its purchasing power over time. For money to be a good store of value, it needs to maintain its worth reasonably well, which is why inflation control is so important both in economics and finance. Money must be a good store of value and let you preserve your own wealth through the preservation of its own value. The third condition of money is that it must represent a unit of account. Money gives us a standard way to measure and compare the value of different things. For example, money lets you understand that a flat white coffee at your local cafe shop costs around $5, while a delicious bacon and egg roll might cost around $10 to $15. Money lets you compare the price of different things, such as a Toyota Prius valued at $30,000 compared with a Tesla Roadster valued at $200,000. Money lets you understand that the median house price in Sydney is approximately $1.2 million, which is very expensive for most people. Money provides a common measure which makes budgeting, saving, and executing everyday financial decisions much easier. For money to successfully meet these three conditions, it must have certain characteristics. Good money should be durable so it doesn't wear out. Portable so you can take it with you. Divisible so you can make both small and large purchases. Acceptable so everyone trusts and uses it. Scarce so its value isn't constantly being eroded by oversupply. And finally, money must be stable so your savings don't lose purchasing power too quickly. Thankfully, Australia's national currency, the Australian dollar, performs these roles very well thanks to our strong financial and banking institutions. For most of human history, the type of money used was known as commodity money. Commodity money is comprised of items that have intrinsic value in themselves. Examples of commodity money used in history are gold, silver, livestock, and even salt. The key point of commodity money is that the money itself had intrinsic value. Over time, societies moved to coins made of precious metals such as gold and silver. These worked well because they were both scarce and durable. However, carrying heavy gold and silver coins became very impractical, especially for large transactions. This led to the birth of fiat money, money that has value because the government declares it legal tender, and the citizens both trust and accept it. Today, almost every country in the world uses fiat currency, including the Australian dollar here in Australia. Fiat money, like the Australian dollar, doesn't come from gold or silver backing it, but from the trust and confidence of the Australian federal government as well as the Reserve Bank of Australia. This shift to fiat money gave governments more flexibility to manage the economy, but it also created new risks, which we will speak on next. One of the biggest threats to fiat money, like the Australian dollar, is inflation. But what exactly is inflation? Inflation is the gradual increase in the price of goods and services over time. When inflation occurs, the purchasing power of your money slowly decreases. In simple terms, inflation makes your money slowly become worth less and less every single year. This is why economists call inflation an economics killer. Inflation doesn't physically take money out of your pocket. Instead, it quietly steals the value of your savings year after year while you sleep. When inflation is low and stable, your money remains a reliable store of value and wealth. When inflation rises significantly, savers, retirees, and wage earners all feel the pressure because it literally makes all of us poorer. That's why understanding inflation is so important, because even moderate inflation, if ignored, can quickly erode decades of hard work and careful money saving. Let's now look at what money looks like today. In Australia, we still have physical money, which is made out of polymer banknotes and issued by the Reserve Bank of Australia. With regards to Australia's coins, for dollars and cents, these are manufactured by the Royal Australian Mint. Physical cash makes up only a very small part of the total money in our economy because over 95% of the money we use every day exists as digital bank deposits. These digital bank deposits are the numbers you see when you check your digital bank balance on your phone, computer, or at the ATM. As we move closer towards a cashless society, money is undergoing a major evolution. In Australia, physical cash now makes up only a tiny fraction of all transactions. Most of Australia's modern money exists as digital numbers in modern digital bank accounts. Every time you tap your card, use Apple Pay, pay for something using Pay ID, or buy something online, you are participating in this modern digital money system. Buy now, pay later services, real time payments, and mobile banking have made transactions faster and more convenient than ever before. Many countries are even piloting something called central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, which would be a new digital national currency that uses blockchain and cryptocurrency technology. While the ability to use digital currency does bring incredible convenience, it also raises important questions about privacy, security, and government overreach. Before we conclude this presentation, I have to highlight the most dangerous aspect of modern fiat money. The biggest danger with modern fiat money is something known as hyperinflation. Hyperinflation can completely destroy a nation's economy because it erodes the hard earned savings of all its citizens. The most famous historical example of hyperinflation takes us back 100 years ago to Weimar Germany in the 1920s. After World War I, the German government printed enormous amounts of money to pay for its debts, which Germany was obligated to pay as a result of losing World War I. At the peak of the Weimar Germany economic crisis, prices for basic necessities like milk, bread, and meat doubled just every few days. The German people even had to push wheelbarrows full of banknotes just to buy one single loaf of bread. In this period of hyperinflation, a single US dollar would eventually be worth 4.2 trillion German marks, a very, very steep exchange rate indeed. This total collapse of money as a store of value completely destroyed the savings of the German people and created enormous social and political instability. While Australia has historically managed its currency responsibly, this extreme example reminds us why we must always protect the value of our money through sound financial and economic policies. Thank you for watching this presentation covering the fundamentals of money. At Forward Prosperity, we use this knowledge every single day to help our clients secure better loan structures, refinance debt when appropriate, and build genuine long-term prosperity. If you would like a free, no obligation assessment of your current financial position, or perhaps you're interested in learning more about how money is created in the modern economy, visit forwardprosperity.com and book in a complimentary finance conversation. Thank you for watching this presentation, and if this has helped you, please drop a like, comment your biggest question below, and subscribe to the Forward Prosperity YouTube channel for more economics and financial insights.